Hey there, history buffs. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on an epic journey through time. Today, we are diving into the life of a man who conquered the world before he could even grow a decent beard. That's right, we're talking about Alexander the Great. Picture this, it's 356 BCE, and a baby boy is born in Macedonia. Little did anyone know, this tiny bundle of joy would grow up to become one of the most legendary conquerors in history. Fast forward 20 years, and boom, Alexander's sitting on the throne, ready to take on the world. But hold up, let's rewind a bit. Before he became the king of awesome, young Alexander had a pretty sweet gig. He was tutored by none other than Aristotle himself. Talk about having connections. This philosophical powerhouse filled Alexander's head with knowledge, setting him up for greatness. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Alexander wasn't just your average ruler. Oh no, this guy was a military mastermind. He never lost a battle. Not even once. Can you imagine going undefeated your entire career? It's like being the Michael Jordan of ancient warfare. With his unbeatable army, Alexander set his sights on the big leagues, Persia. He marched through their empire like a hot knife through butter, conquering everything in his path. But he didn't stop there. Egypt, conquered. Parts of India, you bet he conquered those too. But Alexander wasn't just about smashing and grabbing. He was a cultural trendsetter. Everywhere he went, he spread Greek culture like wildfire. It was like ancient globalization, but with more togas and fewer smartphones. One of his favorite party tricks, founding cities and naming them after himself. Alexandria here, Alexandria there, Alexandria everywhere. Talk about an ego boost. But hey, when you're that awesome, why not? Now, you might be thinking, sure, he conquered a bunch of places. But how did he keep it all together? Well, Alexander had a trick up his sleeve. He promoted cultural unity through marriages and customs. It was like a giant, ancient melting pot of cultures. Pretty progressive for a guy from 300 BCE, right? But here's the kicker. Alexander's empire was like a shooting star. Bright, brilliant, but oh, so brief. At the ripe old age of 32, a conquering hero kicked the bucket in Babylon. Talk about going out in your prime. Even though his empire didn't last long after his death, Alexander's legacy lived on. He went down in history as one of the greatest conquerors ever. Not too shabby for a guy who didn't even make it to his mid-30s. So there you have it, folks. The life of Alexander the Great in a nutshell. From Macedonian prince to world conqueror, all before most of us have figured out how to do our taxes. Now, if you enjoyed this whirlwind tour through ancient history, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more historical shenanigans, and let me know in the comments, if you could conquer any ancient empire, which one would it be? Until next time, keep it great like Alexander.